For that live report. Now over in West Springfield, local vendors and community members came together for Winterfest 2024. Western Mass News reporter Wesley Day stopped by and has more details.
Winterfest Marketplace Emporium is here. The cold temps outside didn't stop warm smiles from vendors and their customers inside.
It's really a diverse group. We have crafters, people who make beautiful, beautiful things, very talented folks. And then we also have vendors.
Sunday's annual event, which is turning the Big Ten this year, was more than just entertaining. It's also about educating people about the area they live in. Western Mass News spoke with Roberta Page. She's the president of It's West Springfield, the nonprofit that put on the event.
We have folks here from Greater Springfield's Senior Services, so people can find out some information of, what's available to them and where they go and how they can avail themselves of it.
That mix of fun and facts was also met with a fair for vendors to sell their crafts to visitors. Just in case you get cold, you can buy a hat, and you can also smell the flowers if you want. The chance to get their business out in the open means a lot to craftsmen and women like Leo Zanetti.
It feels really good. When somebody puts on one of my pieces, I see them smile. I know we've done a good job.
In West Springfield, Wesley Days, Western Mass News.
New tonight.